morning. Magandang umaga. It gives me great pride to moderate the press briefing for the ASEAN Music Festival 2017. I am Chris. I am from the ASEAN CMASC and PCOO, together with Ange from NCCA, and we will be your hosts for today. Today is one for the books as we celebrate Regional Music Showcase at its finest. As a primer to the upcoming ASEAN Music Festival tomorrow, November 14, the festivity not only aims to introduce the champion the unique artistry of music acts from all over Southeast Asia, but also to highlight healthy cross-cultural exchange across the region. And what better way than to showcase the potential of ASEAN as a competitive cultural force than a music festival featuring a diverse and talented lineup. We'll be introducing the performance of the upcoming ASEAN Music Festival tomorrow, but for now, let's hear it from Ms. Annie Lewis, Head of the International Affairs Office of the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, or NCCA, and the Philippines focal person for the ASEAN Subcommittee on Culture of the Committee on Culture and Information for the welcome speech. Let's all give it a big hand to Ms. Annie Lewis.
Friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. As we get closer to the culmination of the 31st ASEAN Summit and related summits, may we invite you all to please come and witness the ASEAN Music Festival, which will be staged at the Ayala Triangle Gardens in Makati City tomorrow, 14 November 2017, from 7 o'clock in the evening onwards. The concert will feature outstanding vocalists and bands from the ASEAN member nations. With a vision to promote the ASEAN identity and the artistic wealth of the region, the ASEAN Music Festival will highlight various performances from the ASEAN member countries and who will be joined by our local bands. This presentation of the 2017 ASEAN National Organizing Council is part of the commemoration of the 50th anniversary and Philippine chairmanship of ASEAN and will serve as a breather from the formal proceedings that are happening this week in Clark, Pampanga, and here in Manila. This concert is open to the public and is free of charge. This is being spearheaded by the NCCA and the Philippine Educational Theater Association. We thank Ayala Land Incorporated and the Ministries of Culture of the ASEAN member states for making this event possible. Thank you all for coming, and we hope to see you all tomorrow. Good morning.
Thanks, Annie. So, to talk about the event's creative concept and what to expect for the entire festival, let's give the floor to Ms. Maribel Legarda, the director of the ASEAN Music Festival. Ma'am Maribel.
Good morning. We were very fortunate last August to have been invited also to take care of the ASEAN Landmark Lighting Program. And it was then that we had the pop concert. That was then 10, including the Philippines, individual pop stars. And we had that concert at the BGC, and that worked out really well. And so I guess it's not a spin-off, but I guess it's... Okay, inspired by that, it's now expanded into a concert wherein we two of the artists that came in August from Myanmar, Aichit, and Mia from Indonesia, will be joining us again. It's really for me very exciting, and at the same time something that I think is great, because we have the ASEAN region that from August, and now it's not even the end of the year, it's not even been 6 months, but it's expanded to bring in other artists. So now we're going to have bands. We're going to have ASEAN bands from 9, well, not all, 2 or 3 will be solo acts or with accompaniment, but the rest will be bands. There'll be jazz, there'll be sort of EDM, in traditional music. There's gonna be rock, and this, for me, I think is what's so wonderful about having an organization that brings in the region, because we really have brought quite a wide array of music that you will see on the 14th. And like I've said in the other press con that we had. I think I hope that everybody comes to watch it. It's free. You'll be able to see 9 ASEAN band as well as 6 Filipino bands. That whole night for free. You can watch on YouTube all you want, but the experience of watching these bands live will never be the same. On a screen. Everybody's excited about that because again, like as we said earlier, the arts is one great way where a kind of unity and solidarity can really be forged through countries. And from last August, they were only 10, and now they're probably almost 40. So, I mean, that it evolves so quickly, and at the same time, based on this, there can be other collaborations. So, that night, we're really promising a lot of music, a lot of, this time, contemporary with tinges of traditional music, but primarily contemporary music from the ASEAN region. And I hope that, and I think that people will truly, truly enjoy it. We've also have Venus Ra, will also be the host. She was quite a fun girl. We'll still have our 50 fun facts about the ASEAN. Also, we have, because it's a very contemporary music festival, we tried to, we had the ASEAN Spirit song rearranged, which I think you're going to hear later, just at least for this, and it's quite, it's a little bit more modern. It's a little bit of rock, but a little bit of, and also world music. So in the spirit of this, we had it not to worry, just for this particular event, and you're going to hear it later. So I think that's it. Filipinos love music, and I'm sure they're all going to enjoy it. So thank you so much, and I hope we get to see you on the 14th. Salamat.
Thank you, Miss Maribel. I look forward to attending and watching and enjoying the music festival tomorrow. Unfortunately, I missed the music festival that was held in August, and that's why I look forward to tomorrow. I feel we here in the Philippines have been disconnected from our ASEAN neighbors insofar as culture and music is concerned. We identify ourselves more with Western music from the US, from Europe, here in Asia, not even from ASEAN, but actually we follow K-pop. And I think the festival tomorrow is not just my opportunity, but the opportunity of every Filipino to listen to different kinds of music from all over the 10 member states. So that's going to be tomorrow at 7 p.m. And I think it's going to be live streamed. So for those of you who won't be able to watch it live, at least you can tune in on Facebook and on YouTube later on. All right, let's go back to official business. True to its vision of one shared identity and one vision, the ASEAN Music Festival provides a platform for regional talents to harness their creativity and competitive edge in the global market. We cannot wait to introduce the world-class musicians that will be performing tomorrow at the Ayala Triangle Gardens, again 7 p.m. November 14. But first, here's the ASEAN Music Festival teaser to get you acquainted with this year's batch of performers. Roll again. All right. One more time. Yeah, let's play it one more time. All right. So those are our performers for tomorrow. Fortunately, they're here this morning to give you a teaser of what they'll be performing on November 14. All right, let's go to the first act. Originally formed in February 1999, this five-piece modern rock act from Brunei Darussalam has won several awards in their home country and has worked with international acts such as R&B singer JoJo and industrial rock icon Marilyn Manson in the music video of their hit single Tempat Ku. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand to D Hask from Brunei.
Hi. Hi, I will say it correct.
Yeah.
Magandang umaga.
All right. We're Dihas and we're from Brunei.
Tomorrow we're gonna perform our original songs. We're more onto rock alternative,
Yeah.
and this is one of sample song. It's called tomorrow we're gonna perform. It's called Semua Orang Tahu. It means like everybody knows, and this is.
Semua orang tahu aku cuma ada kamu satu dalam beribu.
Thank you.
Thank you, D Hask. For the benefit of our audience today, what did you sing? What exactly did you say? Is there what's the song about?
It's all about feelings that macam mana semua orang tahu yang feeling kita ni.
Yeah, just to tell everybody the feeling that we have, and we want to express it to you guys. So.
Okay. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. D Hask. Thank you. Next up is a newly formed pop duo comprised of acclaimed singer-songwriter Chamroyon Sophia and classically trained singer-actor Chit Sovan Nimit. I hope I pronounced their names correctly. Both Khmer pop stars are teaming up for a special performance at the ASEAN Music Festival. Let's give a big round of applause to Nimit and Sophia from Cambodia.
Chúc mừng số. Khi mà chết số văn nimet.
នេះខ្ញុំចម្រើនសុភា
we are from Cambodia. And what we have prepared to sing for you here is one of the traditional music. It's called Jasmine Flower.
អើយអក្លិនផ្កាអើយក្លិនផ្កាម្លិង
ទ្រូងរៀមស្ទើប្រេះ
ដោយសារស្ងួន
ដោយសារស្ងួន and we're here with our band from Department of Performing Arts. So see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, ASEAN 2017.
Thank you, Nimith and Sophia. The music was very captivating and almost put me in a trance. All right. Our third act is a multi-talented artist who dabbles into singing, acting, and acting. She's also a classically trained violinist and who has performed as a soloist in different countries and events. Most recently at the concert Nova for the 60 years of friendship of Indonesia and Malaysia at the Stadium Melawati in Kuala Lumpur on August 2017. Let's welcome Indonesia's very own Mia Ismi Halida.
Hello, Mabuhay Philippines.
Mabuhay.
It's an honor to be here in front of all of you again. And thank you for the ASEAN Music Festival 2017 to have me. Such a pleasure. And well, you already announced that I am a singer and violinist and also composer, vocal director in my country. And this is a glimpse of the song that I'm going to sing tomorrow called Batasan Dunia. Cinta hanya bahasa yang luluhkan hati semua orang, bukan hanya rasa yang sekedar menyejukkan. Cinta hanya jalan panjang, temukan satu hati seorang. Cinta hanya aku dan dia. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mia.
Thank you. That tells us about the border in this life, that love is actually just love. No matter what your country are, no matter your age, your status, your religion, love is love. So it's a universal language. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, that's a good message. Love is love. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm married. All right. Our fourth act has performed in countless of regional music festivals all over Asia, from Thailand to Japan. Their lead vocalist, Athisak Ratanovong, is currently the managing director of Indie Records and is a renowned composer, producer, and actor. Representing Lao is Sak Sels. Let's all give him a big round of applause. Hi, Sak.
Hello. Mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
Hello, I'm Saksel from Laos. Thanks to Asian Music Festival Philippines to invite me to join this event, the concert for tomorrow. I will sing some 2 or 3 lines for my song that I will perform tomorrow. The name is, the song is Wan or Sweetie. Yeah. มีแฟนแล้วหรือยังหากว่ายังอยากจะขอให้เจ้าช่วยพิจารณาคนคนนี้เข้าไปอยู่ในหัวใจสายตาหวานหวานหอยยิ้มหวานหวานอยู่ที่คนหวานหวานแบบเจ้ามาเป็นหวานใจ Thank you
Mr. Sak Sels.
Hope
Thank
to
you
see
very
you
much.
all tomorrow.
Thank you very much. And they're singing a cappella So you could imagine if they sing with their band, it's going to be way, way better. Thank you very much, Sak. Okay, so in very grammatically correct Philippines, I have to pronounce it correctly. It's Sak Cells. All right, our next music act is an avant-garde ethnic band based in Borneo. The cultural roots of each member are strongly represented in the band's unique style of adapting songs, myths, folk tales in their music. The band's name was taken from the godlike character Nading Grasi, who was expelled from Panggao Libao, or heaven, to live as a human being in Borneo. Ladies and gentlemen, we're excited to have with us Malaysia's Nading Rhapsody.
Hello, magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga.
Magandang araw. Okay.
Selamat pagi and good morning, ASEAN. I'm Opa.
And I'm Roy.
We are from the band Nading Rhapsody, an avant-garde Borneo ethnic music ensemble. We see ourselves as messengers of our legacy's diverse ethnicity, rich with culture, heritage, and tradition. And through our performances, we will be bringing messages from our indigenous people, such as messages that are long forgotten, lullabies that are long forgotten, and traditions that are no longer practiced. So we will be performing tomorrow night, and here's a song, a few lines from the song Dunia Ransi, which tells about a world that is mad. Dunia Ransi, mad because there's pollution and all the negative things that's happening around us today.
Hari jauh ku beradimu hari, seingau-ingau nadai bunyi tujuh burungnya Pak Ransi.
Ujung negeri kepapas kepangan diri, berbunuh nagira kaban kau diri menyadi. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nading Rhapsody. Our sixth act is a pop superstar in Myanmar. Over the course of her career, she has released 3 solo albums and has collaborated with various artists in different group albums. Everyone, let's give it up for Miss Ain't Chit. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Ming Lao Ashe. So I'm from Myanmar, and you can call me Ain't Chit. Hi. So this is my second time in Manila. I'm really, really very exciting to be here again for our ASEAN Music Festival. So for experience of the last time, it was really a great concert also. So I'm hoping this time will be better. Because, yeah, for the last time, I performed just one song. So for the experience of that time, I really know how to please the Philippines. So this time, I'm trying my best. I'm going to try my best to perform for all the Philippines with my own songs. So here is one of the stanzas, a chorus for tomorrow. So this is my song. To translate, it's called Little Wall. In Myanmar, it's Gabangele. Gabamye bien piet them la bazigwe. Minama myeshi ne maba. Na mele lan kane zayante galandugo. Me anama. Gurge gupshe zibe du upshane ne jalo. Jemala ne nibe asam tapi bakwa. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you, Aint. We're all curious of the different songs you'll be singing tomorrow. If they're that captivating, I'll surely be there. Never mind the other ASEAN meetings. All right. Our next act is a fusion pop act whose eclectic brew of traditional pop music, folk, jazz, and rock has caught the attention of music fans in Thailand. They have also performed in various international music festivals, including the ACC World Music Festival in Korea, the ASEAN India Music Festival 2017, the Wonderfruit Festival also this year, and the Thailand International Jazz Conference. Representing Thailand is Asia 7. A big, big hand.
สวัสดีครับ Kamusta. Good morning, everyone. We are Asia 7 from Thailand. This is our first time in Philippines, so we are so excited and very honored to be here for us. And we have to apologize. Our singer is not here today, but she will be at the concert tomorrow. So we will do our best. So please come and enjoy with us. Thank you.
Oh, so it's a mystery. Okay, it's a mystery. Or we can Google or look up Asia 7 on YouTube. All right. So for now, it's still Asia 2. But we will interview the gentleman later. All right, so that's all very exciting. Our next act is the second place winner of the Bin Duong Vocal Student Competition back in 2014. Since then, he has joined several other competitions and won prizes as a solo performer and as a part of a band. At present, he is a student at the Ho Chi Minh City Conservatory of Music, taking up a bachelor's degree in vocal. Representing Vietnam, let's give a big, big hand to Tran Thieu An Tuan.
Hello, everybody. I'm come from Vietnam, and I'm so very happy to be invited festival, ASEAN Festival Music this time. I'm so very honored and excited to represent Vietnam joy to this event. Yeah, I will sing one verse, the first verse, and one classical song.
Che bella cosa, una giornata al sole, l'aria serena, una tempesta, e la via fresca, pareggiana festa. Che bella cosa, una giornata al sole, ma no sul sole, più bello in me, al sole mio, sta in fronte a te, al sole mio, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Wow. I did not expect that. From all of my stereotyping, I did not expect that. This is how it feels to be a host of the championship round of Asia's Got Talent. Wow, thank you for giving me this honor. All right, so our last act is a Filipino indie rock collective who represented the country in the ASEAN India Music Festival, together with Asia 7, I think. The band established a strong presence in the local music scene after winning Wonder Band in 2014 and released their album Traces in May of this year. They have collaborated with ASEAN artists such as Yuna from Malaysia, Gak from Indonesia, and Gabi Alipe of Urban Dub. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Philippines' own The Ransom Collective.
Good morning, everyone. We're the Ransom Collective, and we're presenting the Philippines for this year's ASEAN. I'm Jermaine, and I play the percussions.
I'm Red, and I play the drums.
I'm Marielle, and I play the violin. And we're so happy that the Philippines gets to host this year's ASEAN. We'd love to welcome our fellow musicians and artists from the different countries. And if you guys would like to experience ASEAN music, we'd like to invite everyone to watch tomorrow's concert so that you can enjoy what ASEAN music is all about. Thank you.
All right, so that too is a mystery. Okay, we will find about their music on YouTube. Unfortunately, although I look like a millennial, I don't listen that much. I'm still Backstreet Boys. My age is showing. Anyway, why I digress. Thank you, everyone. An ASEAN summit is not complete without a theme song written by our national artist, Virgilio S. Almario, currently the chairman of the NCCA and concurrent chairman of the Komisyon sa Wikang Filipino. The ASEAN spirit reflects the core message of the Philippines as the chairman of ASEAN 2017, a champion of positive change in the community to produce a unified voice in the world. The lyrics echo the 6 thematic thrusts of the Philippine chairmanship of ASEAN 2017. It seeks to promote and encapsulate the vision of an ASEAN that is people-oriented and people-centered, peaceful and stable, secured and cooperative in its maritime issues, inclusive, innovative, resilient, and a model of regionalism. To give us a sample of the theme song, let's give it up for the ASEAN Music Festival 2017 performers. A big, big hand.
ASEAN spirit soar above all fences and boundaries. ASEAN spirit roar against wars past and miseries. ASEAN spirits roar against wars past and miseries. ASEAN spirits soar to greater heights and victories. ASEAN spirit free us from the tyranny of ignorance. Release us from the shackles of intolerance and help us divide and unite and governance.
All branches and boundaries.
ASEAN spirit soar to greater heights and victories. ASEAN spirit lead us to justice and a common good. ASEAN spirit soar to greater heights and victories.
So everyone, please. Hey!
ASEAN spirit soar above all boundaries and boundaries. ASEAN spirit soar to greater heights.
Thank you very much. Let's give another round of applause to our ASEAN Music Festival performers. And you saw the blending in their music. Despite coming from 9 different countries, they all sound so beautiful. All right, I know you have a lot of questions. So let's take this opportunity to moderate the question and answer portion. But first, may we call on Ange to assist me from the NCCA, Miss Annie and Miss Maribel to join our ASEAN Music Festival 2017 artists. As for our media friends, feel free to raise your hands so that we can accommodate your inquiries. We would now be they would now be glad to answer any questions you may have related to the artists performing. Thank you.
Okay, so if we already have questions prepared, just raise your hands and we'll approach you with the microphone. But maybe I'd like to ask our performers for this year, our visitors here in the Philippines, from all the 8 other countries. How are you in Manila so far?
Great.
Really good? Great. I hear you've been eating a lot since you arrived.
Yes.
Yes? And any new Filipino words you've learned so far? Mia, I hear you know a new word. I just heard it this morning.
Should I say it?
Yes, of course.
Gutom na ako. I know, gutom na
charot.
ako.
I'm sorry, who was that?
Is it?
Charot.
Gutom na ako.
Gutom ka na?
Oh,
Well,
gutom na ka? What is that?
Gutom
I'm
na
hungry,
si
right?
Tong. Tong, you're hungry, yes, but for now, we'll have to entertain the questions from our friends from the press and media. So after this, we'll definitely serve you lunch, Tong.
I also know some words from our ASEAN neighbors.
Wow,
but they're
talented
all
and
bad
multilingual.
words, Ange.
Okay, no, Chris.
No, but
you
I do
can-
know one Indonesian word.
Okay, Indonesian
which describes all our ladies.
Okay.
Cantik.
Yes.
Which means pretty.
Chantik.
It
Yes.
means pretty.
That's how I got away with the girl. Oh, no, I'm married
Okay.
pala, no, so I can't say.
Let's proceed with the
Well,
question, shall
yes.
we?
You're very chantik, you're very pretty.
Thank you. Salamat.
All right.
Questions? Yes, sir. Do we have, please approach our microphone.
Hello, I'm Don from CNN Philippines. I wanted to ask the organizers how the musicians were selected from the ASEAN region. What are the criteria? And what are some of the expectations for the festival tomorrow?
Okay, the invitation for the ASEAN member states bands were actually coursed through official channels. We had it. We asked the ministries of culture to identify bands that would best represent their countries. We wanted to bring in those bands that create their own music and who have at least released their albums, so we can have a taste of what pop or rock contemporary music is in our ASEAN region, which we tend to kind of put on the sidelines, as Chris earlier mentioned. So with this festival, we hope that we can bring into fore the wealth of artistic talents, of contemporary music that we have in ASEAN, that we don't have to look to the West first, but we have here an outstanding collection of outstanding music artists from ASEAN. So thank you.
Thank you, Miss Annie. Would you like to add anything? Okay, thank you. So we expect a lot of different genres for tomorrow's concert, no? Any more questions from our friends? For maybe our guests from the other countries can already tell us about their experience as musicians.
Yeah, I'd actually like to ask Ange
Okay,
Tran
Chris.
from Vietnam. Are we
Oh.
going to expect the same kind of performances tomorrow? Aside from O Sole Mio, will you be performing or are you gonna sing something different also? Yeah.
No. I will sing some pop and rock tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pop and rock, Chris.
Pop and rock, wow.
Yes.
I'm intrigued now. Because you just showed us classical music, so I'm intrigued how you will combine both classical music and pop tomorrow. Okay. So I will just listen to you tomorrow.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, I will go tomorrow. Yes. I'm skipping the ASEAN meetings.
You should, and they will look for you. Tomorrow, the artists will look for you.
Yes. You might not recognize me. I'll be in my grunge outfit. Yeah. 90s eh. Okay. How about other questions? Yes, Anne, she wanted to ask something.
Yes, I wanted to learn about the experience of some of our friends from the Asian countries, how their experiences as musicians in their own countries, no? So anybody can start talking. Oh, they have their microphones. Maybe Tong and Sophia. Talk about your duo and how you started as musicians in Cambodia.
Okay. Actually, we are not from the same band, but we are individual, independent artists in Cambodia, and we compose our own music. And how we start to sing, how we start this job in music industry, because my parents are traditional singers, so I was a traditional singer since I was 15 years old, and until now, maybe 8, 9 years ago. And I started to make music since 2013, and our experience is making gigs or having concerts and performing in so many events, and especially our traditional weddings. And you want to add something else? No?
Actually, I am a folk dancer, also classical dancer. And how I start singing, first I start learning how to sing classical and traditional Cambodian song. And after that, I want to join like modern song, modern and contemporary. So in 2011, I start learning how to sing in modern. So now I have 2 bands, one in contemporary band music, and another one is pop band. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sophia.
Yes, maybe the others. Oh, Nadine from Nadine Rhapsody.
Yes. Hi, I'm Opa again from Nadine Rhapsody. We're from Malaysia. I'd like to share a bit about our experiences being musicians in our own country. Well, it's different for us. We started off as contemporary people playing contemporary music and modern music. We played pop, ballad, and some of the guys played alternative and R&B. But throughout the years, when we first started as Nadine Rhapsody, as a world music band, there was a different scenario of acceptance from the people in the music industry in Malaysia. And we had a few struggles to bring out world music up to the surface because it has always been underground or undiscovered. But now it's really happy for us to see that not only us, but there's more people coming up with a world music genre. And the best thing is that it's the youths of Malaysian who are picking up these paces, and we are proud that people are side by side with us to bring out culture and tradition and heritage, not ashamed of it, and just keep it there and bring it forward for the whole world to see, not only in this region, but throughout the global stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Opa. That's very good to hear. And as we can see, our group of musicians here are also very young, no? So it's very nice to see how the music industry is growing in the entire region. Yes.
I have a question, Ange.
Okay, go.
With your generation, the young generation, I'm curious if there are any from the countries that became popular using social media. Because traditionally, music artists, the traditional route is they get a record on record label, and then the record label promotes them. Are there any artists here present today who got popular because of the use of social media?
Online
Whether it's
superstars.
YouTube, online superstars. Are there, or you all did the traditional route, which is get a record label?
Actually, I'm not so famous through social media, but I don't have any industry and companies. So we are independent. So based on our experience for many years and the combination music, then people know us, which is mean, I want to add something. It's like the struggles of our music is when the flows of pop music is getting famous from days to days, and the traditional one seems to be silent. So once we want to adopt it and we want to protect it, so we have to combine it. So we might be the one who start to do this music in our industry. So again, we are not really famous, but through social media, they might know us. Thank you.
Thank you, Tong or Nimit. Sorry, I call him Tong, no, because we've been together last Saturday, and they're actually very chatty, this bunch, huh? And yes, like for Tong and Sophia's music, that's a combination of electronic pop and your traditional music.
Yeah.
And combining it really allows the young people to appreciate both the genres more.
Yeah, thank you.
Ransom Collective.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Riel. I'm from the Philippines. So I'd just like to add, in our experience from the Philippines, the internet plays a big role. So I'm not sure how it would be in the other countries, but there are many people who have access to the internet here. So what we've seen the internet contribute to would be two things. One is it democratizes music. So everyone has access to music. It helps people without prior means make themselves visible, and it gives opportunities to musicians to speak up. And the second is because of the internet, there are so many influences that you can learn from, or you can even influence yourself. So I guess for us, we see our generation being, this becomes a platform for us, internet, social media. And in a way, it's a good thing because everyone has an opportunity to speak up.
Thank you. That's true, no? Everyone gets access. And I think also because of the internet and social media, a lot of our musicians can really connect with each other easily, right? So we hope that even after this festival, all of you who will be together in the concert tomorrow stay connected, right? Yes.
There's a question.
I'm Caesar from Eagle News. Just a question to the organizers. So what's next after the ASEAN Music Festival? Is there a plan to sustain it? How do you plan to sustain it? Will there be cross-country promotions? Would there be an album to promote this initiative? Thank you.
Well, for now, this is the festival that we are holding for the first time here, and we hope that in the future we will have a meeting actually next month or next week. I will bring it up to the ASEAN Secretariat, to the ASEAN member states, to the Ministries of Culture, and hopefully we can have another festival, an ASEAN music festival. ASEAN talaga, not Asian, because we have Asian music festivals, we have other festivals in Asia, but it's not really an ASEAN festival. So I hope I can propose this to the Ministries of Culture of the ASEAN member states, and hopefully they will pick it up. And hopefully we can have it again next year, and maybe we can have this yearly. So this is just the plan. This is a wish from the Philippines, and hopefully we will get the support of our ASEAN neighbors. Thank you.
A concert definitely for Southeast Asia especially, no? Ain't you were signaling you wanted to add something?
Yes, for that, for the last time, we were here also for the ASEAN 50th anniversary concert. So, like, we've been friends with ASEAN singers. So we're still connecting each other, you know. We're still loving, caring each other through, even if we went back to our homes. So, you know, right now, for us, we are talking about planning an ASEAN song. It must be including the language that everybody understands is English. So English plus our languages, like, okay, Myanmar, Indonesia's, ASEAN languages. And yeah, we are planning to do that. So that's just among us, collaboration. So I'm starting to write something for our ASEAN friends. And then I think we can do it in our own or in our countries by ourselves, writing it, and then we can collaborate throughout, you know, between us, and we will make it happen. We will make it happen. Thank you.
Hey, bravo. So from the previous batch of singers for the 50th year, they've maintained contact
right now,
with each other.
They're gonna include too, everyone.
Yes. So now the group will expand to the singers for the ASEAN concert for tomorrow. Yeah, so very nice. We'll be looking forward to that. Okay. More questions from our friends from the press?
I have a question, Ange.
Sure.
I might as well just sit there, no, and raise my hand. So a while ago when you were singing ASEAN Spirit, the melody, they were all blending. And I was just curious, because this is the first time I met the group. How many times did you guys practice? Because, rehearsed. Just one time?
Just one time.
Wow. So really, really impressive that you're able to... Okay, that's as much as I know about any musical terms, but they sounded great.
Yeah, it's a very nice arrangement, a very bagay, or very, how do you say this, appropriate for the very contemporary sound of the concert tomorrow. And we really saw not just like the different vocal range and musicality of the artists, but also even the very world music sound. It's included in the arrangement. So props to whoever did that song. Oh, Vince Lim did the arrangement of ASEAN Spirit for this event. Okay. Thank you.
All right, Ange, last call for any questions from our friends here in the IMC.
Guys, this is a rare opportunity to have artists from 8 countries, 9 countries. Yeah,
yes.
All together in one room. So if I were you, throw them any question right now and then catch them tomorrow for their music. Oh, yes, sir.
CNN.
Hello again. I want to address this question to the musicians who fuse traditional music. You guys mentioned that it's challenging to make that music popular. So what do you think are the ways to make it more appealing to your audience, and how has the response been in your home country? Thank you.
Let's go through the countries one by one.
Yes.
Ange will help me.
Yeah,
How about DHASC? Any challenges in blending your music with traditional and contemporary?
Hello. Okay. So far, we only play our own genre. We're not incorporating any traditional song from our country. But sorry about that. But this is how we show that we know that we have our own traditional song in our country. But any genre that we make, rock song, it's still from our country. So it doesn't mean rock is generated from a different. So because we own country, we have our own rock, we have our own traditional. So we just want to let it out how Bruneian rock sounds like. So for me, it's just it's the same thing as that's representing who we are. But in terms of the traditional side, I can see they most of our friends, like my friends that are in Brunei, they do that. Some of them are hip hoppers, so they will pick the traditional song, and it's actually quite nice. If I say myself, because right now when I see like my sister, like youngers, they won't know all the songs. So as soon as they are they're into like this kind of modern year, more like not say hip hop R&B, but for them and this as well, they try out to bring that song into that. Then eventually it's stuck in their head. Then they'll try to refer back. Oh, this is how the original sounds like, and it's also good. So it's a way, it's like a stepping stone just to get into their heads, and actually this is how it sounds like. So then it actually brings up the traditional song back to this year, and it will sustain all over again, and it'll just continue. So yeah, that's one of my.
Thank you. How about the others?
Nimit and Sophia?
Mia.
Well, actually, similar with the Philippines, Indonesia is a huge archipelago. We have 17,000 islands. We have so many tribes, 34 provinces, and even in each province, they have their own language, dialects, traditional music, dance, and everything, the culinary and everything. So if we travel around the province, it feels like we're going to another country because the sounds, the voice is so different. And actually, it's really rich with culture. So for me, myself, right now I'm going for this occasion, I'm going to sing a pop song, but before, at the August, when I came here, it's a medley song from 3 different places in Indonesia, in the west, in the center, and in the east. And actually, back in Indonesia, I also have a group music, like a traditional group music called Alunada. So sometimes I play solo or with them to traveling around Indonesia and the world, and we're also playing world music. And I think the hardest part may be because a lot of youngsters love pop, right? Like a lot of youngsters love pop or more popular music, but actually it's because they don't used to listen to it like a lot. So I think as artists and musicians, the best we can do is produce it again and again, live or recordings, right? So in Indonesia, I also do a live performance using some of traditional ethnic instruments, and we have to mix it with new sounds, new ambience nowadays, so people, youngsters can listen to it and feel connected with it. I think something like that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mia. Yes, Tong?
Yeah, and one more thing I want to add. Somehow we have similar culture. And in Cambodia, we got so many form of traditional music like Mahauri, it's called Lakau Nike, Lakau Basa song, and we got so many traditional. And I think one thing to be noticed is youngsters might think that it's so difficult to learn how to play traditional instrument, how to sing traditional songs. So yeah, so it somehow it's hard to promote. That's why I decide to make it a combination. So even it's the fresh ear one, but it might catch their heart to listen to it. Yeah, okay. It takes times, but we still do it. Thank you.
Thanks, Nimith.
Actually, I wanted to not add something to continue what I was saying earlier on. Actually, the struggle for us, like I said, when we first started, we played different types of music. All the guys, including myself, I love the sound of jazz. But it's just that it was at one time, at one point of during our musical journey, we had a wake-up call, and it hit all 7 of us. It was a wake-up call that what if one day I leave this earth, this world, without having leaving any identity, any legacy to my own generation. That was my fear. It all came from a fear of having my generations not knowing who they really are and where they come from. So that is why it helped to boost our interest to combine and or in other words fuse the music and traditional not only music but messages or lyrics or just dances. Because for Nadine Rhapsody, we're not just strictly to traditional music. Through our lyrics in our songs, if it does sound a bit avant-garde, it's different, it's radical, but the messages comes from the indigenous people and it's being incorporated in each each lyrics combined with elements of our traditional music. So if you must know, the struggle is real and it's very hard, but it comes with supports like this. Like ASEAN Music Festival is a really good platform for people who are struggling in industries that is of different genre and it's not really common to other people. So when we bring world music or moreover Borneo ethnic music to ASEAN Music Festival stage, it's a really good platform for the rest of the world and also for our own youths to see and to know that this can be accepted throughout the world. Yes.
Very well said, Opa. Thank you. And definitely, ASEAN Music Festival is very happy to bring these artists together and provide that platform for everyone. Anyone else who would like to share their experience in combining
I guess
Philippines?
So music is a mix of internal and external factors, which play a role in what kind of music you create. So in the Philippines, there's a lot of context with regards to our history. We went through different leadership and different cultures that came in and influenced us. So it's really hard to define now what's really the music that came from your own or came from outside because there's so much influx and outgoing factors there. But for us, I guess, we're not, the way we make our music, it's not because we have in mind a goal to attract people to listen to it. But I think one factor that makes people want to listen to our music is that they can relate to it. I guess people who listen to our music see themselves in our stories, in our words, in our lyrics and songs. And for us, that's what we enjoy doing the most, which is just being able to create that feeling for other people.
Yes, to connect, no, through music. Okay, thank you.
Thanks. It's great to learn that our young artists from all over ASEAN has this kind of consciousness.
Definitely, and that we're very happy that the ASEAN Music Festival will have that impact not only in the music making and careers of our musicians, but also to the music industry as a whole, especially for Southeast Asia.
Yeah. Anyone else who wants to add? Asia 7? No? Good?
Yes.
Hi, so we are Asia 7 from Thailand. So I'm gonna talk about our music. My band is have a 8 musicians that study in the same college of music, and 5 of the team section study jazz music, and 2 of them study the traditional music, and vocalist studied a classical voice, you know. So our music is like an appointment of the like a experimental of music to try to combination of the Thai traditional music and Western music, and so you're gonna see it tomorrow in my performances. Thank you.
Yes, so we'll
I'm
watch out
excited.
watch out for that. We have electronic pop and traditional Cambodian, and then we have traditional Thai with jazz, and then our pop artists from Indonesia and Myanmar, and then rock from, you know what, Vietnam, Tran. He will sing rock.
Wow.
Yes, and then also from Brunei. So that's a lot to watch out for
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
At the Ayala Triangle Gardens at 7 p.m.
Yes.
November 14, the ASEAN Music Festival 2017.
All right, so there you go. Once again, this year's roster of acts for the ASEAN Music Festival. To our media friends, this is your chance to take photos of all of the performers in one stage. So performers, please stand up. And our media will be taking your group photo.
So I think the others can step forward so we can just have. Or maybe those in front can sit down so that those in the back can be seen there. There you go.